Bravo choice.
Yeah. Yo, you know what it is? He is a bad influence. Mac is a bad influence. He'll send me the links.
And he got the golden touch. Because he'll get it, too.
Oh, yeah. But then
I was going to hail you for them blue Yeezy slides.
Yo, I missed on myself.
Oh, you about to get them?
I was trying, but I forgot about them.
Yo, OG, but this is what he do. He'll send me the link, right? He'll be like, yo, look at these. I'm like, all right. But then he'll resend it when they drop.
Oh, bro.
You got to get them.
Yeah, that's a bad influence. Yeah,
You got to get them.
yeah,
You got 10 minutes. They're going to be sold out.
That's a bad influence.
And here I go.
Smoking section.
I want my nigga to be
Smoking section populated.
I want my nigga to be fresh.
Come on, boy.
All right.
We all here. We all here.
I want my nigga
Everybody wrong.
Are we on?
Yeah, we on.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to another episode of Cigars and Whiskey, the podcast that discusses love, relationships, sex, and dating from a male's perspective. I'm your guy, Ron Coe, and I'm joined by my guys, White Star GB,
We're shaking.
super producer Corey Cool, and we have guests in the house tonight. All right. We got the good people from Speed Island, our guys, Mac and Onyx. How you doing? How you fellas doing tonight?
Doing pretty good, man.
Now we're doing good. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.
We
appreciate
moving.
it.
We moving.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Definitely, we move.
Go.
Shout out to everyone tuned in on YouTube. Please remember to share so we can get more people to tap into the conversation. We have a great show for you guys tonight. Tonight, we are drinking, what is that, GB?
Jefferson's Reserve, Pritchard Hill.
Okay. And tonight, we are discussing there's no benefits to being a stepdad. All right. Normally, we would go around, see how everybody's week was, but we have guests in the house tonight. So we want to speak to our guys, Mac and Onyx, see how they're doing, and they can give us a nice little spill of what they got going on. Start with you, O.
So, first and foremost, thank you for having us. You know, we've been asked quite frequently about, being on podcasts, but we wanted to wait for the right opportunity.
My God.
That's why we're here. Pretty recently, we started Speed Island, and it's just been a straight grind, but a grind that we love. So we're working 7 days a week, long hours. Sometimes we don't get home till like 11 o'clock at night, but, we're doing something that's very beneficial and unique on Long Island and in the city. So,
What exactly are y'all doing?
Yeah.
So we open up a sports performance company.
All right.
Right. So, we help athletes get bigger, faster, stronger.
Right.
But also with that, in order to be part of Speed Island, you can't be failing no classes.
Okay.
So
There's an academic side to it too.
Yeah, because you know what it is. If you're not doing what you got to do in the classroom, you can't think you're going to be rewarded when it comes to Speed Island.
Absolutely right. So is there like a screening process or anybody gets in? Like?
Yes. So Mac, he does all the screenings. It's like an interview.
Wow. Okay.
So he'll make an appointment with the parents and the student athlete, and it's a legit interview. And Marcus, you can speak a little bit more on that process.
Yeah, pretty much. What we do is we try to make sure that everybody knows what we're about, and we want to make sure that the student athlete is a good fit for Speed Island, and then Speed Island's a good fit for the kid. We kind of want to know, like, the program that we do is tailored for the individual athlete. So we feel like, for us, if we're going to do our job the correct way, why not kind of get to know a little bit about you before we bring you in?
Absolutely.
Do you guys focus on all sports or just?
Yeah, we don't have a target right now. I mean, track and field is one of his specialties. Football is my specialty. But we do have other athletes because we do performance training all around. Everything that we do is pretty much geared towards, getting quicker, faster, and stronger. And
what's the difference between quick and fast?
Fast is just, you could just run fast, straight ahead.
Gotcha.
Quick means you got a little bit more hip movement,
Gotcha.
a little more bop, a little more bop in your move.
Tyreek Hill is
Small
Yeah.
spaces.
Tyreek Hill's both.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
both.
all right.
He's
He
all
has
right.
linear speed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
there you go.
he's
Linear,
very
that's the
quick
terminology.
in,
Gotcha.
in small areas.
Okay.
Right.
What's the hardest to improve an
Accelerate.
athlete in speed, strength, or quickness?
All the above, which is acceleration, really. Because
Okay.
acceleration, you're talking about from the start to like 20 to 25 meters, right?
Yeah.
And
The takeoff, like that's when you take off.
yeah, especially when you go into these camps and these showcases and you getting times now. It's about the metrics.
Right.
So that's where track kind of goes hand in hand with these camps because they're getting time on these 40s.
Right.
The shuttle, the vert and all that. So we're getting athletes and we're teaching them acceleration, but acceleration is you can't think, you got to go.
Okay.
But you got to develop that muscle memory, performing it the correct way to build up that momentum in that first 15 to 25 meters to then being able to finish off your run.
Right.
You know what I mean?
right,
And
right.
that takes time. It's not something that happens overnight.
Right.
And it's an actual, it's a skill and teach that.
Okay. So you judge your result off of numbers.
Yes, metrics, because that's what colleges are doing.
Gotcha.
And that's what I was gonna say. People want to know what your results are. You getting kids in college?
Yeah, we have right now. I mean, Onyx can speak about that a little bit more. We have a couple 4-star recruits right now for football. We're working with some of the top 3 to 4 recruits in New York State.
Nice. Nice.
Private school and public school. So we're not just tailored to one specific type of school. We do private, we do public. So we're here for everybody. We're here for the community.
Nice.
And what's going on too is that we're getting a lot of collegiate athletes that want to be part of Speed Island too. So
okay.
right now, I was coaching a young lady in high school through her whole career, Miss Annalise Batista. I call her my track daughter.
Gotcha.
State champ, All-American, the whole nine, and she got a full ride to Arkansas, and they just won a national title indoors. So she's back helping out, but I'm also training her.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm also helping. So we're getting a lot of collegiate athletes.
She's almost like a mentor kind of student kind of.
Yes. So she's getting, and I speak to her college coach as well about what we got to do with her while she's here.
Yeah.
Now with that being said, going back to what coach was saying is, we got the top football athletes in the state. And they're getting offers from Georgia, LSU, Miami. But what's happening is iron sharpens iron. So when you walk into our facility, you have all the top athletes right there. And now it's, okay, we know what you do outside, but when you walk through these doors, you got to work. Because
Absolutely.
that person's here, that person's here, that person's here.
Yeah.
And it just elevates everyone's game.
Healthy competition.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And when we bring those big groups together, it's a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the
yeah.
unique thing for us is, we love what we do, but it's a humbling experience because they trust their progress, like them and their parents, with us.
Of course.
Right.
And we take that seriously because if I get blessed with kids one day, and I want them to be the best version of themselves on and off the court, the field, the track. And we're getting a lot of support from these parents. And these are high-level athletes. So for us, we take that very seriously. So, it's a unique environment. And like I said, a lot of these kids, they're getting recruited by Power 5 schools.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
What's up?
All right,
What's
so
up, man?
Speed
Island,
Island,
man. Yeah,
Speed
man.
Island.
I think. I just wanted to touch on one more thing.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Like the other day, and what Onyx means by we're getting a lot of support from the parents. The other day, I had a parent. I did a screening, and a parent basically said she interrupted the screening to tell me how impressed she was with the fact that we had a grade policy. She was like, her daughter has gone to so many trainers, so many other places, and they've never asked her how she was academically.
Yeah, because sometimes
They never
it doesn't
question
matter.
that. They're just taking, And one of the first things I wanted to say, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but I wanted to
Of
make
course,
sure
of
that
course.
everybody understands this point about Speed Island. We are not trainers, okay? We're not trainers. We are coaches and mentors, okay? And we take that very serious, and we're very passionate about what we do, and we're not out there to just take people's money.
Right.
People could just train anybody and say, take your money. No, if you're not passing your classes, you have more issues than training. You have more issues than training that you need to get taken care of.
Right.
So
Right.
we want to make sure that that's a statement in what we do. And not that's just how we were raised, because when the guys that brought us up, they wouldn't work with us if our grades weren't together.
Right.
So
right.
one of my greatest mentors, Dr. Ken Leisner, it was the same thing with him. Like, if you didn't have your grades together,
He ain't mess with you.
nah, you're not ready.
Yeah,
I have
very-
a note in my phone, because I heard it somewhere. Gap fillers in the community.
Okay.
So people who fill the gaps of mentors and parents and coaches and stuff like that. People that volunteer their time to younger people, because a lot of adults don't do that.
Yeah.
They don't commit any time to younger people.
I mean, that's
Coming up. A lot of people are quick to criticize, but don't really put hands on these young kids and talk to them and really, fill those gaps and be an adult outside of their household, to them. Like
Absolutely.
a good influence, what I
Yeah,
mean?
we're reflections of our mentors. Like everyone knows, one of my greatest influence, my mentor was Coach Britt.
Right.
I call him Pops.
Yeah.
And seeing the influence he had on me when I was a teen, right, completely changed my life. So part of the passion and fire I still have inside me is to paint it forward to how he mentored me and took me under his wing. Because if it wasn't for him, who knows where I would be. So I try to take that mentality, and so all of our athletes, they know who Coach Britt is. They know about LYF, Coach James.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
big jerseys in the rafters.
exactly.
Right.
And for them, it's like, oh wow, like, they were in our positions as well. So it's a way to communicate and a way to bond with the athletes. But that's where a lot of the passion comes from. Paying it
What's up,
forward.
man? That's what's up. Speed Island,
So, yep.
yeah, man. We can talk
All the
about the
parents
haters
out
if
there,
y'all want to, but I don't know.
All
Don't
the
get to the haters.
all the
about them
athletes
later.
out there, if you're looking for a good program to get your times up, get your strength up, and get ready, get college ready to get to that next level, hit them up. Social media, we'll have all the social media and everything by the end of the show.
Absolutely.
All right. White Star GB,
Yo,
how was your week, man?
our week was pretty cool, man. It was cool. Cool week. Enjoying the weather. It's good. Getting ready for summer. I was listening to a podcast over the week. I gotta stop saying all the clips I'm hearing.
So about you relax.
Yeah, it's
You
too
relax.
much though. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. But I was listening to a podcast and the subject came up of things you put in the fridge as opposed to things you leave out. I think the biggest argument was like ketchup. I'm a ketchup in the fridge kind of guy.
Oh yeah,
I
everything.
am too, yeah.
Eggs, rice. I'm Puerto Rican.
Everything in the fridge. Yo, because it gotta last, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Facts. I'm kind of ketchup. I'm kind of
Peanut butter in the fridge or out?
Out.
What?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter?
Who puts peanut butter in the
fridge.
refrigerator?
Nah, I
Peanut
do
butter
too.
go to
I
the
do
fridge.
too.
My peanut, I kind of like it kind of cold. Yeah.
And
You
I
serious?
but then I get upset because when I try to put on the bread, it's mad hard. It's not.
Yo,
it's not.
but if you leave it out, it be having that little oil on it though, right?
I need
don't it
that.
get
That's
weird?
healthy. Nah, it's not.
Nah,
You gotta mix
That
it.
oil
Stir it.
weird, yo.
Stir
That
it
oil
in there.
weird, yo.
You
Nah, I
get
don't like
that.
that
Stir
oil,
that.
man.
Yo, bro.
That oil is
Stir
mad
it
I
weird.
never, I never heard nobody put their peanut butter in
That's
the-
gotta
in the
last,
refrigerator.
though. I get the big joints. I go to the beach. I get the double.
That must be a Haitian thing.
That's what I was gonna
Yo,
say.
you ain't-
I
we
was
ain't
gonna
getting
say
out
the
of it,
same
though.
shit.
We gotta put
That's
it
a
up.
Haitian
Yeah,
thing.
you gotta make it
I
last.
don't know.
Make it last
mustard
forever.
Mustard's in the fridge.
Yeah.
Mustard's in the fridge.
Mustard's
That's
going in the
that's.
fridge.
All right.
I guess it's like
And you gotta clean the
anything
top,
that's
too.
going on like a burger or
You gotta clean
something.
the top.
Anything that's going on like a burger or a hot dog gotta go in the fridge.
Yeah.
Right. No, but some people don't like putting cold things on hot food. That's their whole thing. Like they don't like putting cold things on hot food. I'm like,
What's the purpose behind that?
Yo, but why is
I
hot
mean, you don't
sauce
have to have
cold,
a
but it's
purpose
hot?
for your preference. It's
yeah, exactly. You get the preference.
Yo, OG,
I can start the bathroom.
Why is hot sauce cold but it's hot?
Yo, some people don't put hot sauce in the fridge. I put my hot sauce in the
My hot
fridge.
sauce
My
is
friend-
not in the fridge.
It's not in the
Why-
fridge.
Your hot sauce is not in
Your
the
hot
fridge.
sauce is in the fridge?
My hot sauce goes in the fridge.
It's
For
definitely
real?
my
Yeah.
Frank's is
Hot
definitely in the
sauce is in
fridge.
the It's pepper.
But I only put hot sauce on
It's
my
cayenne
Chinese
pepper.
chicken
Gotta
wings.
last though. So you put it
It's
on.
Chinese
gotta
chicken wings,
last. Yo, nah.
Yo, you know what
I know, man.
I don't do that.
Do you guys put hot sauce on your eggs? I
Nah,
never,
nah,
ever.
I don't.
I think that's.
don't.
I put
Sorry,
ketchup
that's
every once in a
nasty.
while. I put ketchup
Yo,
only when
I had
people
a-
ask me.
yo, I had
They be
a-
like, yo, you want ketchup? I'm
You
like,
wanna hear
sure.
something crazy? I had a coach in college who put hot sauce on his salad.
What?
That was
Nah, that's
different.
mad ghetto.
Honestly,
That was
doesn't sound
that is
bad.
down
I
south
might
ghetto.
try that.
That's down south ghetto, bro.
Yeah, that was different. That was different. I was like, yeah, he's wild for
That's
that.
Section
He's
8
wild
ghetto.
for that.
Chicken on that salad, yo, you.
Nah, hot sauce on my
Maybe, yeah.
salad, that's
Yeah.
different. That's
Yeah.
different. Hot sauce on salad is different.
That is
Wow.
different. That's
That's unheard of. You never
It
heard of that
is.
before until today. Exactly. It's different.
like I don't even want that
You
person
never
in my
heard of it
circle.
before. It's
That's
different.
a one-on-one. That's a one-on-one. Yo, but that's my week, man. That's my week. Ron, how was your week, dog?
It was cool, man. Cool. I had a question, right?
What up?
So, I'm working the other day, and I'm doing a stop. I finish up the stop, and I jump back in the truck, and then it's a young lady. She walks past me, right? And she's looking at me like she knows me, right? So then she walks past, then she turns around, she comes back. She said, "Are you married?" And I'm like, "Does she know my wife or some shit like that? Like, why she asked me that?" She was like, she sees my ring. She's like, "Oh yeah, you are married." I said, "Yeah, I'm married." So then she's like, "Oh, you're a handsome guy. That's why I came back." And she walks away. I was like, "All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good day." And I was wondering, should I even tell my wife that happened?
I mean, you just did.
Kind of.
She knows now.
Just did.
But I held it all week. Not you know.
Yeah.
I
In a
think-
situation like that, would you tell your significant
Nah,
other?
I wouldn't.
Nah.
I
You keep
wouldn't,
that to
'cause
yourself?
I wouldn't want to hear when everybody shoot a shot with her.
Nah,
I don't wanna
would.
hear it.
Remember the episode of Martin when he was in the gym, like, yo, I had to make sure I got it. Yo, baby, yo, they want your man out there, yo, look. But I'm mad faithful.
Yeah, she know now. But
Yeah.
I was wondering. I sat there. I was like, should I go home and tell my wife?
But you're
Nah,
a good dude, 'cause you
I mean,
did.
I look
the
at
flex.
that like, yo, I look at that as a compliment. I'm telling my wife, like, she needs to know that, like, her husband is still, like, people still, like, are attracted to her husband.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
And that also helps build her confidence when you tell her that. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah,
my
yeah,
man is, he still got it. Like,
Yeah.
people, like, no woman wants to be with a man that another woman doesn't want.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
I learned that in college.
I look at that as a compliment.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you. I
That's
feel
a
you.
compliment.
I feel you.
I'm telling my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if niggas start lying and be like, yo, babe, like, yo, they on me out there, yo. They on your boy.
Crickets. Crickets.
Yo, you don't get out of here, nigga.
Your wife be like, "You a fucking
Going outside
liar."
looking all dusty.
Your wife know when you lying though. Your
Yeah.
wife know when
Oh,
you
yeah,
lying.
your wife will definitely know when you lying.
She know.
She definitely know.
Yeah.
She gonna give you that look.
But yeah, that was my week. That was my week. Shout out to the smoker section. Who we got over there?
What up, fellas? Boys, we got Seymour Steve.
Seymour Steve. We got-
Seymour Steve and Coach Hags.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What's going on? What's going on, fellas? Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
for coming. All right. So again, shout out to everyone tuned in on YouTube. Please remember to share so we can get more people to tap into the conversation. White Star GB, how we feeling about this Jefferson so far?
It's rocking, man. It's cool. It's nice and smooth.
Super smooth, man.
Yeah,
Super
Shorty
smooth.
caught me with the pitch at the liquor store.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was out there.
She
you know,
sold it. She really sold it.
Yeah. I shouted her out on the IG, and it's a good buy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it
so
so far.
so
Yeah,
good.
We'll give a little bit more on it.
Yeah,
At the-
we'll
at the
let it
end.
marinate a little bit.
It's nice, though.
and we'll come back to it. All
It's
right.
rocking.
So what we got on deck tonight, man? We're gonna be reacting to a couple of videos.
Yeah.
Which one you want to go to first?
Do Stepdaddy first.
All right. So
Shout out to the stepdaddies.
basically,
Shout out
you
to
know,
y'all,
it's the title of the show.
Yeah.
There's no benefits to being a stepdad. So. Let me see.
I'm definitely gonna be a stepdaddy. I'm old as hell.
Yeah, like that. Like you don't got no
I
problem with it.
I mean,
It's cool,
nah,
right?
Like,
Whatever.
because you know what? Because my stepfather took me in when I was young.
That's what's
Really?
up. Okay.
Yeah, so who am
All
I
right.
to not someone's kid?
Hold on.
What's up?
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Hold on. Let's
You know what I mean?
All right. So.
It's kind of foul though.
girlfriend and stepdaughter know to send out the invitations on these.
Is it?
And then you're supposed to get an invite. He said, I got something, but it was an announcement. So we walked to his car because I want to check, right? And sure enough, it was an announcement. So I went home to my girlfriend and said, did you invite those 20 people to the wedding that I told you about? Man, she didn't invite none of them. She said 250 people is a little tight, and I don't think we can get your 20 people in there. Man, I was pissed. And the people that were supposed to come, they pissed as well. Then she gonna say if any of the people that we already invited don't RSVP, then we'll get some of your people in here. I'm like, what? Man, that's crazy, man. Don't even worry about it, man. I'll just be mad. All right? So now, the crazy part about it is, when I check the invitations, they don't even have my name on them. They have her real daddy and her on the invitation that I paid for. I paid for these invitations. How you got a real daddy on there, her mama on there? Cool. Couple days later, I'm hosting the venue at my house, hosting the wedding family at my house, okay? It's me, stepdaughter, girlfriend, groom, and their parents, right? Trying to help everybody get real acquainted. Then a surprise guest shows up. My stepdaughter's real daddy. And I'm like, you know what? You know what, cool. He probably just coming to the wedding, right? But tell me why my stepdaughter proceeds to stand up and announce that her real daddy is giving her away at the wedding. What? The wedding that I'm paying for, that in my house, the daddy don't do nothing for you, is giving you away? And they were just so happy and smiling. Yay, great. Inside, I was fuming. Inside, I wanted to cry or punch somebody. Probably wanted to do both, honestly. So I took that time to stand up and give a toast as well. I said, you know, I owe the groom and the bride a deep debt of gratitude because they have opened my eyes tonight. Oh, everybody at the table was just smiling. They have let me know that my position in this family is not what I thought it was. Oh, you should have saw the frowns, man. Now they mad. It done got serious. I let them know I am not the godfather or, you know, the head of the family that I thought I was, the loved one that would be seeked out in times of need. Nah. I realized I'm an ATM. Yeah. So, since I have been replaced as host of the wedding, I shall be relinquishing, giving my financial duties to the new host. And I will back out monetarily.
All right. That was pretty long-winded. And it's even longer than that. So, shit.
But basically, he's a stepdaddy, raised shorty. He didn't say from what age. He pays for school, pays for the car. She lives in the home. His girlfriend doesn't get child support, so he pays for everything. He comes in the real dad comes in at the last minute, and it's like, yo, I'm walking shorty down the aisle. He's mad. I skipped the part about his 20 people got reneged.
Yeah.
For the invitation. So I think everybody is. I think everybody's right. Everybody's wrong here.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
It means
It means to plead the fifth.
nah. It doesn't mean I plead the fifth. It means shorty has a lack of self-awareness if at the last minute she's gonna let her father walk her down the aisle. He was kind of
The way he said it, she never wavered on that.
Yeah.
That was her
it wasn't
choice
even
from
a thing.
She was gonna have her pops there regardless.
Yeah, he wasn't even invited to the wedding.
He just
Like,
popped
yo,
up.
He who?
He said he didn't. He said his name wasn't on the invitation.
He just
He
popped
gets popped up.
How do you feel about if
No,
both pops?
No.
walk in?
The step pop said his name wasn't on the invitation.
Like as somebody in the wedding.
Oh,
but
yeah,
not
yeah,
not
yeah.
invited
to the wedding.
right?
Got it. Yeah.
So
Paying for it.
either way,
yeah, I get it. So first of all, like I just feel like dudes will jump into a role
Yeah.
when they haven't even like done all the work to get that role. First of all, this is your girlfriend. That's not even your wife, bro.
Yeah.
And you calling her your stepdaughter.
That part.
So, and you invested,
He
who's
in
gonna
love on
invest
another level.
tens of thousands of dollars into a kid, and you didn't even invest in the moms enough to marry her? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
He's
So
just trying to step in. He just trying to just bum rush his way in there.
Yeah.
And now he mad.
Now he mad. Oh, he big mad.
Yeah, he mad.
But
big
on the
mad.
flip side, while I say everybody right, he got the right to be mad, and he kind of right.
I
Yo,
kinda
you want to
get-
be dad of the year now? You pay for this. I ain't paying for this no more.
Mac, you think he?
I'm good with that.
Well, how long they been together? My bad. How long they been together?
He ain't really say.
He ain't say.
I think it's kind of along the lines of what Ron said. Like, he put himself in this situation.
Yeah.
Like, he kind of made his bed by jumping the gun. He jumped the gun. He thought this was it, and that, and now that he saw what it was, it just took this big event for it to happen. But he was kind of probably this in the relationship the entire time.
You know what probably happened? You know what probably happened?
That's what it-
He
that's
was
what it-
he was probably trying to get Shorty
Yeah.
by doing what he got to do for her child,
Right.
to bag the moms,
Right.
Because people's been doing that forever,
Absolutely right.
and that's probably what it was when he was like, "Yo, I got the mom because I'm providing,
Absolutely.
Right.
but look where it got you."
Yeah.
Broken hearted.
yeah.
Word, making
I
videos.
ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like being a parent it's a thankless job, even for the kids that you birth yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Right?
100% true.
And they don't show gratitude.
Yeah.
They treat you like a nigga on the street, bro. Like like kids could get to the point where they treat you like they could give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And imagine dealing with a kid that's not your kid. They always gonna have that trump card like, yo, you're not my father. You know what I mean?
So would you tell stepdads to like protect their hearts a little bit?
I would.
I'm like, well, this ain't your light either. This ain't your water. All right? This ain't your juice.
But I think there's a difference though. I think there's a difference between, being a stepdad and being married versus being a stepdad and just being a boyfriend.
Yeah, that's a
you know what I
Big
mean?
difference. Big difference.
Yeah.
Like that's so. If you've proven yourself, as a man,
You think it's a positive or a negative though?
which one?
Being a boyfriend or
I think
stepdad?
there has been some situations that work out. I don't think there's any wrong. See, I think there's there's some good situations and there's some bad ones.
That's the thing. Yeah.
I think that's just like anything in life.
And I think it all depends
I
on the kid. I feel like it depends on
I
the
think it
kid
depends
should
on
have
the
a little
parents.
self-awareness that, listen, this man put all this work into you. You kind of owe him a little something. Like you owe this person
but
a little bit.
but
We can't even hear you. We can't hear you. The smoking section. The smoking section lit. The smoking section lit.
I'm hoping
We
they
can't
can
hear
hear
the
you
smoking
shit.
section. Yeah.
nah, it's good. Like I feel like I don't think it's bad because you can jump into a good situation as a stepdad.
Absolutely.
At least as a boyfriend though, you could bow out.
Right.
If you a stepdad, if you married and you a stepdad, you may have to.
But I've
If you
seen
split with that woman, you may be financially liable for that kid, and it's not even your birth kid.
100%. Yeah.
I'm
You on the
moving-
hook.
I'm moving overseas, bro. I'm out.
Oh,
Onyx, before the show started, you said you're gonna be a stepdaddy one day.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be a stepdad. I own it too. I own it. I'm old. All right. So I know I'm gonna be a stepdad and I'm all right with it.
No
But-
problems with it.
Nah,
Like,
no problems with it
that's cool.
because, my father took me in. I don't call my stepdad, I call my pops.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So how am I gonna deny someone else's kid when I was a stepchild?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's
you have
why
a
I'm like,
relationship with your biological father?
yo, bro, he a Rolling Stone, man. He an old school Puerto Rican, big
Alright.
Mexican mustache.
Okay.
But like he was, he just wasn't around. I could count
Alright.
how many times in my hand I seen him.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I tried to have the relationship and stuff. It just wasn't in the card. I tried. You know what I mean? So, but even though I call my stepdad my dad because he's my dad. He raised me since I was like 3 years old. And we've had our trials and tribulations or whatever, but that's my pops, and I appreciate him more now that I'm older. Now that I'm a grown man.
all right. So that's the key point. Now that you're older,
Yeah.
right? But at the time when you're growing up and he's there, and he's probably taking care of you financially and everything like that, you still looking for your pops that wasn't there, right?
Yeah,
And how does that, like, yo, if I'm there and I'm taking care of you, and I'm like treating you like my biological son, but then you be like, I want to go look for my real dad.
Well, for my thing was they actually told me to do it.
Oh, okay.
Because I was of the mindset, I was like, all right, so I'm going to show you I'm better than you. I don't need you. But growing up, you got abandonment issues. You see what I'm saying? So it was my parents that said, yo, Onyx, you got to go know your pops. So they actually told me to do it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that was my mindset. I was like, yo, bump him. I know I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah.
They say, yo, you got to know that other side of your family. So they encouraged it.
So, but that's when I say you got to have the right situation. His parents were in a good enough situation where they could have communication enough to be able to have that conversation with him.
Right.
Where in some situations, you know, think about the era that we grew up in. We didn't get you were fortunate in your situation, but you know, growing up in sometimes in a black household or you know, West Indian household, you know, you don't really get to ask questions.
That part.
Yeah.
You know, whatever happens.
Yeah.
Parents didn't
Stay in the child's place.
Yeah, you didn't. Parents didn't sit you down and explain, yo, X, Y, and Z is happening because X, Y, and Z. You know, you didn't always get those conversations.
Or even diagnosing abandonment issues like
that too.
That was
that too.
Like my
that
parents
too.
would have never.
Yeah, well,
and, you know, they did a great job, but they
yeah. Well, with that, because as you get older, you kind of want to understand your triggers and why you act a certain way you act. So for me personally, like the past 10 years, I'm like, all right, yo, Onyx, like you be wilding sometimes. So what are your triggers? What do you need to change? And why is it how you react to certain things, how you react to them? And then I'm like, I just started reading up on stuff. I'm like, yo, like it was abandonment issues. It just made sense. And now, and dealing with kids now, student athletes, I see that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, so that's why I was acting this way and that way.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So just
you know how to handle people with such issues. You know
exactly.
Yeah.
We got a question. Do you need the dad to be out of the way for it to work 100?
Once again, depends on the situation.
Sticky.
If the dad is cool
Yes.
and he knows his role, he respects the fact that his baby mom's has another family.
I think it's more. I think the question is asking more like the dude is just gone.
I think it's easier if the dad is gone. I'm not even gonna hold you.
No, I'm not.
If the
Not like dead, but like, if he's just like, yo, I'm
But
not.
this is
feel
the
like
question,
it's-
though. But this is
Yo,
I
there's
think
a
this is the
weird-
bigger question. This is the bigger question.
Yeah. We all here.
Who is it easier for, the parent or the kid?
It's the parent. not
It's
the kid.
easier for the parent. Yeah.
Because it's easier for the stepfather. It's easier for the stepfather 100%.
Yeah.
But for that kid, you might not even say that because that kid could be hurt from abandonment issues and taking it out on
Lashing
stepdad.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it could backfire.
Yeah.
You right.
So that's what I always say. It depends on the people. It really every time it's going to depend on the situation.
But then you get that weird jurisdiction kind of thing too when you got two fathers, active fathers. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like
you do too. Yeah.
my household, there's my rules, but then in the world, there's his rules.
Yeah.
And then where does the two rules kind of collide and where do you kind of, so it's kind of a touch and go kind of thing. Both people got to be, both men need to be mature, you know, and, you know, somewhat try to communicate, you know. And if you can't, then, you know, you just hope for the best, you know.
Yeah.
You just gotta hope for the best, man. Because kids.
Try your hardest, though.
Some kids. I'm not gonna say. They're smart, and kids know how to play grown-ups. They know how to play parents.
Yeah.
I know a dude that he dealt with a female that had kids, and the daughter wound up telling her pops some sideways shit. Not no crazy like that, but he had a bad interaction with her. Didn't scream on her, nothing like that. He asked her to like clean dishes or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And clean up and don't, you know, straighten up the house. She made it as if he blacked out on her, told her father comes to the house and it's an issue.
Yeah.
And then the mom's got to get involved and try to, you know, mediate the whole situation.
Communication.
Like,
There's got to be some kind of communication.
Yeah.
There's got to be a phone call. Yo, what happened over there? Like, you know, hopefully both of y'all could, you know, have a little
Would you?
I couldn't do it though. I don't got the
That's
heart.
what I. That was gonna be my next question.
My feelings would be hurt.
Would you tell?
If
Would
I-
you tell single men to not date?
No,
Single mothers?
No, because you gonna.
Yo, some of those moms be looking fire, bro. They be ODing, son. Let's keep it a buck. They be over here in the gym. Their kids be in the playpen. You be like, yo, I'm trying to work out, bro. I'm trying to work out, girl. What are you doing?
Everything settled in after they had that first kid too. Everything settled in.
You used to be skinny in high school.
You gonna get in trouble. You gonna get in trouble.
Keeping it real.
Nah, but yo, my feelings would be hurt though. If I raised the kids from young and in their teenage years, or even in this situation, they're like, I want to go look for my father. I'm be like, damn, I would feel like I wasn't good enough.
I think that's you. You have to expect that.
Yeah.
If
but I know
you
me
are a
and I know
stepfather,
I couldn't do it.
if you're a stepfather, there's certain things you just got to accept. That you got to say to yourself. I feel like you got to say to yourself, like, I'm really not this kid's biological father, right? Everybody's gonna have an affinity or a desire to find where they come from. You know what I mean? Who they came from.
Don't care too much,
and,
right?
and try to even have some inkling of a relationship with their biological mother or father, right? Even if their parent is a POS, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to just accept that you're gonna get certain things when you are a step parent, and you gotta kind of have a hard exterior and not let the shit bother you. You can't take everything personally. You know what I mean? Because kids are kids, and they, like you said, they have certain feelings. They're going through shit, and they're trying to figure everything out themselves.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's like, yo,
Absolutely.
you as the parent or the step parent, you just got to be like, yo, I got to let them find their way. I might feel a little bit slighted, or I might feel disrespected here or there, but yo, I just got to. It's just how it is.
Yo, you know what? If you always try to do right by the kid, like, I mean, it's not easy. But when they get older, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna appreciate you and have a different type of respect for you too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you're doing it for them, not for yourself anyway.
Exactly. And you also gotta think about it. Like, you gotta be like, yo, like my stepdad really loved my mother. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
you
gonna take a while. For a kid to get there,
you
boy.
really have to have a love for your stepmother, your stepfather, or whatever. You know what I mean? But sometimes it just takes a little longer for the child to realize that.
Yeah. It's also some kids that get left behind though.
Yeah, they do.
The step pops leave, and step pops never see that kid ever again. Like, he never met that kid
that
a
ain't my
day in
kid?
life.
Yeah.
What?
All right, bye. Give my PS5.
Give you a little head nod. Yeah, all that. I'm like that. You can keep the
Yeah,
HDMI.
my
I need all that. Yeah. You keep the other broke thing. Yeah.
Give me that. Go take the Capri Sun out of his hand. Give me that.
Yeah, nah, what? No, you know more.
Give me that.
About to go be some next. There must be some next kid stepdaddy, man. I ain't
Taking all these
collecting y'all.
Legos with me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. When we break up, we break up.
Yeah, we break up.
Everybody breaking up.
I want no trace.
Yeah, man. Poor kids.
This dude right here in the video, I feel like he made other mistakes prior, even besides the whole stepdaughter thing, right? Like you
overcommitted.
Yeah, he overcommitted way too much, way too soon.
Yeah.
While putting other things in place.
Yeah.
And he said he felt like an ATM. It seems like he is an ATM.
Yeah.
That's what he probably is to
And honestly,
the mother and the daughter.
Yeah, and honestly, it felt like he's doing it for himself, or else he wouldn't feel he should be genuinely happy that her father is coming to do that if he really rocked with her and really cared about her having her day. But she made mistakes. That's what I'm saying. Everybody made mistakes. She should have gave him those 20 people though. If he's paying for it, he stepped up. He deserves a little 20 people.
Everything he said though was about money.
Well, that's what life's about, money.
Here you go.
Right, Kamish?
I mean, the sad thing is, for some people it is though. For some people it is. Like that's how they look. They feel like everything is about money. So you're not wrong by saying that. But it's just how it's viewed.
It comes to the territory being stepdaddy. Yeah, it really does.
Stepdaddy, but the daddy's still there, and daddy kicks out the bucks.
Yeah, you're right.
So it is what it is.
I feel like where most stepdads go wrong is they try to do too much. Like, if you just come in, play your role, try to get to know the kid. And if they don't want to, if they're not accepting right away, just kind of stay away until they're ready.
I wish he would have showed us pictures of his girl though, because that would have made me like, all right, let me see why you wilding.
You understood, right?
You ever see that meme?
Like, all right,
you ever see that meme? Like,
I definitely get it now.
I get it.
Yeah, you're right.
I get it, bro.
Nah.
Just take that out, man. Keep on moving.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, hope it better be worth it.
What else you got, Ron?
All right. So next clip we got is the smashing of the
Not bad,
homie.
right?
Smashing of the homie. Let's see.
YouTube can see it, or they can only hear it.
They're gonna
All
just
right.
hear it for now.
Bet.
Oh, they can't see us?
No,
They can
they can
us.
see it, but they can't see the video.
Can't see the clip.
Oh,
That's all they need to do is hear it.
They can hear the clip.
I was about to say, if they can't see us, I went home and got dressed.
All these thighs out.
You know what I mean? I got the hoochie daddy shorts on and all
Yeah,
that.
man.
Like,
Wingstop got thighs now.
Don't skip leg day. You better not skip leg day.
I just look like Joy Jefferson's left. What's this man wobbly? I gotta come to y'all. I gotta get right, yo.
Leg days matter.
legs didn't matter. Can't be looking like a cartoon.
Here we go.
Women that they did not do right by and had no intentions of doing right by decides to f- one of their homeboys.
Stop.
But I also want to know. But I also.
Jerry Springer over there.
I also want to know how long should I wait to spring it on him that I want to.
With the homie? Okay.
His friend. Yeah, I want to know. How long do I have to wait?
Did y'all hear it?
Run it from the top one more time.
Run it from the top one more time?
Yeah.
Why do men get so offended when women that they did not do right by and had no intentions of doing right by decides to f- one of their homeboys?
All right, you can end it right there. That's all we need to hear.
Ay, Dios mío.
Why do men who date a woman that have no intentions with them, nothing like that, get mad when they mess with one of their homeboys?
So they ain't smashed yet. Am I allowed to say that?
No, you can say that. You can say that. You can say whatever you want.
I know.
Well, she's saying that dealing with a dude that she was dealing with a dude, and the dude had no good intentions for her, and now she's not messing with dude, but she wants to sleep with his friend.
I have no problem with her. I don't expect anything else from a woman.
Mike.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't expect anything else from a woman. They be acting like me. They be doing dumb shit and act like they ain't know what they were doing. You know? They know exactly what they was doing. That falls. There are rules set in place in the bro code bylaws that should never happen.
Word,
That
you're right.
offense is directly on your bro.
Yeah, I agree.
That has nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
At all. She is not judged.
What you mean, though?
You are who you are. You just
What
that's
if your man slap and you slap, like, and y'all just be like, yo, we both slap.
But your man should throw you the little, yo, I'm about to slap.
Yeah, he should
Well-
hit you up.
Well, he should hit you up, but
Yeah.
is it a violation if he
Yes,
slaps?
it's a violation, yeah. Because he ain't know what your plans was with her.
So what if you tell your man and he say, no, don't slap?
Then you don't slap. Nah, that's a hard question.
Nah, it's not. I'm just saying some guys don't follow that.
Come
They
on
don't
now.
follow that. They don't follow
Some guys
that.
still want to be. They just want to tell you just to say it. I'm telling you, not to say it because they trying to really.
Well,
find
it's
out
up to
out of
you.
respect.
It's up to you. If you want to play big and bad and act like you don't really care, but you really do care,
Nah,
that's on you. You know
too.
what I'm
That's
saying?
dudes though.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
dudes.
that's what
Nah,
I'm
but if you
saying.
genuinely like, nah, I had plans for her. I was going to circle back in the fall. I just want to let her cool off. You know what I mean?
She
I
cooled
got
off,
this other
alright.
thing I'm digging on. But nah, cause that's weird. Cause you shopping out my closet now.
Okay, all right.
That's
You
weird.
saying
I'm
that?
bringing shit around and you like, all right, when he done with that,
Nah.
I'm
No,
next.
no,
Nah, man.
nah.
Ain't no shopping out of other man's closet, yo.
Nah. Okay.
My closet, fam.
Is it
Bro,
Walmart?
hit the stores. Go uptown.
Walmart.
So
Hold on. Get out
you
here.
you gonna circle back if I tell you she try to let me slap?
I'm gonna circle back.
gonna circle back to
I'm
her?
really done, but we all done. Cause I kind of liked her.
That's selfish, bro.
That's not selfish.
Well, all right. You have to
Everybody
make it
got
known, like, yo, I'm
feelings.
trying to wife. All right, you gotta make it known, yo, I'm trying to wife. I'm trying
Right.
But your boy should be like, damn, bro, you trying to wife? I got an opportunity, though. I don't think you should wife because I'm
Yeah,
slap.
exactly. Yeah. Thank you for the knowledge. And now nobody's going to.
Yeah.
Hey, that's it. nah.
Yo, that's selfish.
You got feelings. Everybody got feelings.
All right.
If I'm man enough to
She
tell
got
you my
feelings too. She feel
Nah,
horny.
man,
She
come
wanna
on,
she
man.
wanna let me slap.
Nah, she too local now. She too
Too
local.
local.
She too local. Come on now.
He said,
Nah, you wild local. You running
All
through the
right.
crew?
I feel like the only the
Get outta
the
here. You can't find love
violation,
here. You can't find love here.
the level
There's no love here for you.
the level of violation
Come on now.
is highest with the female, not with the dude, with your homie.
Oh, it is completely on. Yo, wars have been fought over women.
I get it.
Yo, Meek Mill's beefing with Khaled now over a girl. Like people, like anywhere you look, like people with access to women all over
another one.
argue. no, Khaled. I said Khaled. My fault. Drama.
Oh,
Yeah. Drama. Khaled called it straight. My fault. Khaled happily married.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
He married.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
He
I
beefing
was
with
like,
drama
yo.
now over a girl, and these is dudes that could get women.
Whenever they,
Anyone you get, you know what I mean? Someone violated. Yo, you see me with her somewhere, and you circle back and came in behind me, and what do niggas do? Step in the bed. Yo, you know I got more money than him, right? You know, like he don't. I seen him with different girls. You know he ain't shit. That dirty Mackin coming in.
Yes,
What if
know
he
what I
ain't
mean?
Dirty Mac?
that's nasty.
Pardon?
What if he ain't Dirty Mac? What if she
You
just
dirty Mac by just being around.
No, what if she she
Just say
No.
Dirty Mac. You
Can't say
can't
that.
say Dirty Mac
Can't
because
say
he's
that.
Mac.
Yeah.
You can't say Dirty Mac. I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't even sound right. And he's processing it. He
come
need a
on
blink,
now.
and he's like, wait a minute.
Nah, man.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that.
Dirty Mac.
Nah, man.
That's funny.
Yo, man.
You can't say that because he's around. If he acts on it, if she comes through, and he acts on it, you saying it's on the dude?
That's weird. Her coming through was weird, and you accepting her. He's like, yo, how are you even here? Like, you was with the bro. Like, what are you talking about? Skedaddle. Get out of
I'm
here.
not gonna lie. All right, so I'm
You was
not
with
gonna lie.
the bro.
But
What
if
you
he
doing?
knows? But like, what if he knows that everything is done? Like, I mean, me personally, I'm not. Like, I feel like
Yeah, so
I don't
who
want
you
nobody
come on?
leftovers.
Yeah, so
I
who
don't
you
want
cop a
nobody
plea for?
leftovers.
You cop
But
a plea
if
for
somebody-
dirtbags, yo.
But if somebody else feels like that about something that
I don't
I
think that
had,
make a
I'm
nigga
not gonna
dirtbag.
feel away. If somebody want some of my leftovers, I'm not gonna feel no kind of way. Especially if I care about her, even if I don't care about her, if I'm not wife, if she's not my wife, I'm not wife, and I don't care.
Hey.
I'm not gonna. I
But
can't
you
have
never took it
feelings
serious.
about that.
But a major part of it was that you never took it seriously. You never really dealt with her. But if you kind of dealt with her,
If
all right,
you talking about if I took it seriously, like if I was like dating her, like trying to,
yeah. This is my whiz.
yeah, that's nasty.
Right.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
This is my
That's
whiz. I had
nasty.
her around.
What if it's just something that I had around? Nah.
But
But
where does it stop? If you start the bad
Yo.
behavior, then you never could stop it. Then
Yo,
you
it sound like Pum Pum Protector, yo.
yeah, man.
that's for
Yo,
real.
listen.
For real, for real.
But there's plenty times that you could call. They could call the bro and be like, "Oh, nah, you can have that." Like, yeah. I thought
So
you
you
had
just,
that.
so you saying, but it's all. I think it's all the same thing. I think we're all saying the same thing. Like you liked her.
That's what I'm saying. If you liked her,
So,
be
but
like,
if you
nah,
didn't
it
like
would,
her- but if
it
you
would
didn't-
hurt me to hear that.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah.
But if you didn't like her, it's whatever.
Absolutely.
Oh, all right.
Ain't
So
no,
we all saying the
ain't
same
no
thing.
fun
We
if the
all
I
homie
thought
can't have
you was.
none.
I thought you was saying that everything you touch is untouchable.
Nah,
for
not
anyone.
like that. Not like
That's
that.
what it sounds like, right?
Nah.
He
sidestep.
But if you feel on her, that's what I'm saying. I got
Damn,
plans for her.
son, you got me
I'm not
nasty.
with her right now, but I got plans for her.
Yeah.
later.
But how you gonna have plans for her when she trying to
You
give me
don't
some
know yet.
cooch?
You don't know yet.
I'm testing her.
And I'm telling you,
What if I'm testing her?
I'm telling
I do know
you,
what he's saying.
yo,
Yeah.
she want me to slap, right?
Yeah, the test over.
It's
Test
over.
over.
Yeah.
And now you're hurt.
So
Listen
you're-
to mad R&B, 90s R&B, mad hurt. Like,
Oh my God! I wish I never met her. I'm driving by her house with a turtleneck on.
in the rain.
Yeah, she with her man.
Just don't be outside her apartment with a boombox. Don't do it.
Yeah, that's funny.
So
Mad, big mad.
so
What?
is there? All right, her situation, the lady, the chick on the video.
Yeah.
I think that's all the way violation because she's just talking about getting humped. She's not really talking about no love thing or anything like that because you never know. Somebody's ex could be your wife. I don't know.
right.
That could happen.
Happens all the
You know what I
time.
mean?
Oh, yeah, bro.
So-
Happens all the time.
I got stories. All right.
So-
I ain't going to tell all of them, though. I ain't going to say
Come on.
But
That's why
like,
you here.
yo, the worst thing is when you're dating a female, right? Like, yo, all right, you know what I mean? We vibe and all that, all right, you know what I mean? And then, you know, you find out, because, you know, you try not to judge anyone on their past, but it goes back to being too local.
You judges.
Oh, I'm judging. I'm judging jury and executioner.
So,
I'm Judge
you know,
Greg, not Judge Dredd.
you know what I mean?
What up?
And it's like, you know, then I find out some crazy stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah, just tag teaming.
damn, son. Yeah.
Yeah.
WWE.
All right.
WWE.
Tag team, back again.
And now I'm over here looking at myself in the mirror like, yo, bro, like, I'm over here walking around, holding hands,
Yeah, man.
trying to get matching sneakers.
Yeah, niggas
Look
giving
at
double
Greg.
hugs in the
Yeah.
mall. Double hugs in the mall.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's up, girl? Niggas,
I mean,
niggas
and then-
and they man just hugging your girl.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, bro.
Wildin'.
Yo, we gotta talk, bro. We gotta talk.
Yeah.
Yo, that's
It's getting a little too
Fast
serious.
talking.
We gotta let you know.
Nah, yo, I give it a little Metro card. Like, we out of here. I ain't messing with you no more. We out of here. Metro booming.
Yo,
Nah,
it happens.
man.
It happens.
It does happen to the best of us.
Do happen.
I know of situations where maybe I know situations where it got deep, and I got situations where it was on the surface where dudes are out, they bag a couple of friends, and one dude bagged one chick, the other dude bagged the other one, but the other chick goes to the other guy and slides her number to the other guy. That her friend and his homie just
Damn, so
connected.
he get both?
And like,
Yeah,
yo, take that and keep it to yourself,
It's a win for him.
right?
Yeah.
So if he moves forward with that or does anything with her, that is that violation?
He should let the bro know, and,
No,
and the bro
he-
should be cool with it. On the ride home, bro, he be like, yo, you know she gave me her
No,
number
but you
too.
saying is it cool between the bro or is it cool between him and the two short?
The bros first.
Oh,
the
the bros
bros first.
Yeah, you
Oh,
get met that night. Everybody should be good with that situation, as long as you give them the heads up.
All right.
Yeah.
So situation 2, dude has his chick that he's messing with. He's feeling her.
Right.
He wants her to be wifey. He wants her to be wifey.
He wants her to be
right?
wifey, yes.
This is sort of your situation. You want to wife the chick up, right? But she say she not feeling him.
Oh,
She like, yo, I'm not feeling GB.
oh, that never happened.
No,
man. You
I'm
took
just
blasphemy.
I'm just using you as an example. I'm using it as an example.
Everybody can stop by laughing. Y'all better move away from the Speed Island. Y'all better move from him, Speed Island. That lightning coming.
She say I'm not feeling him. I'm not feeling him or whatever, right? Yo, the vibe is not there. Yeah, we did us for a minute, but it's not gonna be what we thought it was gonna be. I'd rather have him as a friend. But you know what? I like you.
Like in Boomerang.
No, let's say they were intimate.
Oh, they were intimate.
They were intimate.
Oh, homie's heart all in it.
Yeah, and he told dude
Nah,
he
man.
wants to wife it.
Yeah.
But she like, nah, that's not happening.
Yeah.
She tells his homie, nah, that's not happening. It's not. He ain't
Bro
even got
code number 5 is thou shalt not hurt the bro's feelings. Like like he liked her. Like
What-
your bro got feelings.
What if she approaching you, zipping down your pants, and
Like women
can't do
like,
it.
come on. That's
Can't do it.
what you value.
I've
Like
been
you
there.
gonna get
That's-
pussy.
that's-
Can't do it.
That's
I'm lying.
no?
That's my
I'm lying. I'm flying.
Nah, right.
Cause-
So I in college, if you weren't my man's, but if I seen you in passing, all right,
Oh,
cool.
okay,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay. Yeah,
like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you're not my man's, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah,
I see
yeah,
you,
yeah,
how you
yeah,
doing?
yeah, yeah,
But
Yeah.
associate.
you're associate.
Yeah. You weren't in packs. You like a hyena. Everybody,
Yeah,
everybody
like,
get what they can
You know what I
get.
mean? That long time ago.
Long.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nah, like yeah.
But nothing is on the female gets no blame in this. If you blaming the female,
The female gets no blame.
we don't expect anything from them.
Now I'm gonna blame a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I'll
Yo,
be mad
her
tight
feelings is hurt. She know what she doing. She playing the game, or she looking for love.
because you feel
Whatever
played. I'm like, yo, you
she-
play
she-
me?
she doing.
Me?
But maybe she was just trying to be nice. Maybe she was trying to find a way how to break up with you, but just couldn't do it yet.
She is not
Date
nice.
my mans.
Yo,
Yeah, he's stupid,
yo.
He's
What you say?
stupid.
What you say? What you say?
He said, "Nah, this is."
What you say? Oh.
All right, so I,
Yeah, you can say.
so Mac did a screen on the kid, right? You know, this kid, young, he's like, he has the talent to go wherever he wants to go. And one of the questions was, you know, what is something you could tell me about yourself? In an interview, he was like, you know what?
Well, no, hold on. This is the question. Tell me something you want people to know about you.
Oh, yeah. You know what he says?
What you say?
I am not nice. How you going to say it in the interview process?
Nah, that's real talk.
But he was honest.
Yeah. I'm not a nice
And
dude.
mind you, his mom is sitting right there.
Yeah.
Like she's listening.
She probably vouched for him like, nah,
Yeah, like-
he's an asshole.
So now, before the track meet today, I was like, yo, you're not nice on that track, bro. Like, you're not
Up
nice.
and down.
Yeah.
So if we say she's
Yeah.
not nice, that's why we were laughing.
Oh, okay, all right. Stood up and down. Like, nah, I'm not nice.
You're not nice.
For real.
Not nice.
Yeah, everything, wars been fought over women. People get shot
Yeah.
over women. Everything gets, like, people get killed over women.
Look at Troy, the movie.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Do you think there's an effective way to pull that off?
Everybody's blessing. The cards got to be aligned. Whoever she was messing with first didn't take her seriously. It was just like a fling.
Mm-hmm.
You got the blessing from the bros, and then you proceed, and your ego is intact.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
I've been in those situations. Long
So it's
time
got to
ago.
be a beautiful
long.
little, you know what I mean?
All the moving parts.
Yeah,
have
it's got to be a
align,
lot
right?
of moving parts in there. Swiss engineering, German engineering got to be going on. Yeah, a lot of people, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it's got to be a lot moving. People can't be too invested in things. Everybody got to be honest with where the position was. And you can't be bringing it up neither. You know what I mean? As dude with her, hopefully you're not bringing it up. Hopefully you could accept what was happening and you can move on with it and everybody's good with it. Find love, you know what I mean? Me, I never wanted nobody else's work, yo.
Yeah, I've always been
Exclusive work.
I've always been a stickler for quantity, not quality.
Dead stock.
Like,
What'd you say?
Quantity.
You gotta fix that.
Wait, no.
You gotta fix
I
that.
want quantity, not quality.
Yeah.
Quantity, like the quantity.
No. You want quality.
Quality.
Quality, not quantity. Coach, yo, you see, you
Thank
got
you.
a partner.
See, that's my fault.
You got a good partner. You got a good partner. We
not
moving.
Quantity.
We
Sorry.
moving.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. I've been a firm believer in that. So,
Yeah.
I always wanted the girl that nobody else could get. You know what I mean? Like, I always wanted the one
Lick the
that,
bottom of the shoe.
Yeah. The one that nobody knows. I want the exclusive to be like, yo, okay, all right, I see why. Damn, I don't know why you've been with her. Like, everybody wants that though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to go for that. But some people like seconds.
And we're
Oh,
talking about like
would you-
past
would
high
you-
school too. Like high school.
I'm talking about
you
adult.
in the picture.
I'm
We're talking about adult.
Like,
Yeah,
there's people that like seconds. as
Nah.
adults.
Yeah. This is
It
what.
is
This
what it
definitely what
is.
we're talking about.
I don't, but there are people.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah.
Would you
yeah.
ever jeopardize a friendship for a romantic relationship?
Nah. Well, let me see. Hold on.
I got a feeling you was lying. crying. I got a funny feeling.
He asked me, I was like, nah.
Consider a friend. What do you consider sex?
I was expecting that. I gotta think about that. That was too quick. Yo, it depends how much I like her. Nah, but honestly, I would tell the homie though.
Okay.
I would tell my boy. Because if it was me, like in every situation, I'm always like, all right, how would it be if I was in this situation? You know what I'm saying? So I would tell my mans. Yeah, I'd be like, yo, look, man, like this is what it is. I'm feeling her.
Yeah.
She's da-da-da. Like, now, I ain't gonna say if the homie's like, nah, bro, I ain't gonna say. It depends how close I am with the bro.
Absolutely.
If it's like my man's,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, all right, I can't do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
'Cause that's my man. I'd rather die.
Right.
But if it's someone in passing,
Mm-hmm.
look, I'm just being, you know, honest. I'm being upfront. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
But I just want to be honest with you, like a man. Da-da-da.
So shit, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I handle it.
We about to be Eskimo brothers, so. You know what I mean? Just letting you know, baby. I'm just letting you know. Sharing the igloo.
I wouldn't even ask GB. I know GB stands on it. He would never.
Some niggas be loving their old hoes though.
He's
Some
like
niggas love
Jesus
all
of
their
bro
old.
codes. Like he created the bro
man, come
code
on,
commandments.
man.
He's
Yeah,
like Moses of bro
Put
code.
me on the
right?
candle.
He would
nigga.
never violate.
Put me on the bro code candle and pray to me, motherfucker.
You should print it out, bro. Swing it back.
Old school.
That's why I got friends from the sandbox, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to jeopardy. Like,
Playing
that's.
around with that.
real, though.
Yeah.
It's all about what you It's all about what
loyalty.
you really. Yeah, it's all about what you really care about and what you really.
Niggas be doing that shit on a regular basis. I'm potting, but I would never do it. I just know mad people that would do it. Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
If I don't know them, like long time ago. If I don't know them, yo, it's over. Like I'm doing what I gotta do. But if you're my man,
baby
it's
moms
different.
too. A nigga baby moms.
Huh?
It's a lot of women that's somebody's baby moms, bro.
Nigga, you know baby moms?
Nah, yo. You
Just
can't.
because you know them?
Yeah, just because you know him.
No,
Yeah.
no, it depends. He can't.
Oh,
if he's your
please.
man's, definitely.
If
not.
he's your man's,
Yeah.
no. If he's not,
Definitely not.
it's fair game.
Just because she's a baby mom's, like, you got to, like,
Yeah.
But if you're cool with her,
getting
but you know
closer
what?
now.
Like, all right, I'll put you like this. Like, all of a sudden that you respect, like, you gotta. I feel like you gotta have a conversation. If that's your man's, you ain't gonna do it. But if that's someone that like you're actually cool with, but ain't like in your inner circle, you can still have the conversation with them out of respect.
yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But if it's someone you don't know,
Oh, something you don't know.
over,
Then. Yeah,
bro.
it's a
Like,
game.
it's
Yeah.
going in.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
like
You know, fun. The
ain't
homie
no,
can't
you
have
know what I
that.
mean?
I'm slapping
I'm
cheeks.
putting on my Puerto Rican. I'm gonna put on my chancletas.
Them shit don't be having no grip on the bottom of them shit. Oh,
Nah, bro, you gotta scratch the bottom of it to get some
slippery
grip
on
on
the
the
top,
top, nigga.
You always want grip.
Nigga.
fuck
Damn. I'm killing myself with this cigar. I got ashes all over me, yo.
You need a tray, yo. You need a tray for you. Yeah.
It's too late. It's too late,
Yeah,
bro.
it's too late.
It's too late.
Yeah, we back outside, boys.
Yeah.
Back outside, man.
Yeah.
What up? IG.
So, all right, the last clip we got is Dion. This is up you guys' alley.
Yeah,
Right,
Coach Prime.
Ooh, sorry, y'all.
Winning from the top. Prime from the top.
Coach Dion talking about how he recruits.
I saw that. That's funny. I love Prom. He can't do no wrong in my eyes.
Okay.
Really? No?
He leave your school.
That's part of the business.
Here we
Part
go.
of
Here
the
we go.
business.
I ain't see the clip. You saw
No?
it?
Yeah, let's see.
Nah, I ain't see the clip. This is recent?
Nah, it's,
A couple months ago.
yeah.
I probably did.
You probably seen it.
You gotta be smart. Not bad facts. Different. Yeah. We want mother, father, do.
Ooh, my bad, y'all. Sorry. Damn.
Winning from the top,
bad
if you can.
facts. Different facts. Different.
Quarterback.
Yeah. We want mother, father, dual parent. We want that kid to be 3, 5, and up because you got to be smart. Not bad decisions off the field. at all because he has to be a leader of men. It's so many different attributes in what we look for. Physical, offensive lineman. Defensive lineman is totally opposite. What do you mean? Single mama. Trying to get it. He's on free lunch. I'm talking about just trying to make it. He's trying to rescue mama. Like mama barely made the flight. Quarterbacks. Yeah, we want
Coach Brown.
He said free
Keeping
lunch.
it real.
Yeah.
Free lunch.
What do you, like, Mac, what you think about that?
I'll be honest with you. It is. He's basically he's talking about a stereotype. He's talking about a stereotypical kid that he knows and seeing. He's talking about his experience as recruiting. He's been doing it for years, and these type of kids that he's gone and sought out have worked for him. So when he's saying it, what's wrong with being honest about the kid you're looking for?
I don't know. It's the word. You know what's popping in my head? It seems kind of like it's weird, but it sounds kind of predatory. Like
That's the word I got.
that's what's popping in my head. Like it's like you know what he's coming from, and you know he's like he's in like the dude is in the mud, and it's like all right, I could take advantage of that.
And I'm going to use him for a battering ram.
Yeah. Like he's going to be my crash dummy type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think it's the mindset of certain positions in football, too.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a certain type of level of, intensity and physicality that you got to have in certain situations within the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're a quarterback, you want to be poised.
Yeah.
Right? If you're a linebacker, defensive end, you want someone rough.
You can't be normal.
You can't be normal.
You can't be normal when you play in D-line. You can't be normal if you're playing linebacker. You got to have some kind of crazy to you.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. Like, that's part of the game. Like,
Stringham didn't seem to have any crazy.
He had a switch, though.
Yeah.
He had a switch.
Yeah.
He has an
Okay,
off the
all
field,
right.
like me. When I play,
you're a nice guy.
I'm not the same person I
You're
am.
not nice.
You are not nice.
You're not nice. You're
not nice.
I be catching nigga. I was talking to him on the phone today. I was like, damn, son. Like, you're not nice, bro.
So you gotta you gotta have that switch, and that's what I meant by stereotype.
Yeah.
He's breaking down the stereotype mentality of that position. So this is the kind of kid that I want in this position. It might not necessarily be that kid that he's saying.
Yeah.
But this is the kind of kid that I want playing this position. This is the kind. He's basically setting his standard.
Yeah.
He's setting his standard, saying this is the kind of kid, this is the kind of mentality I want when I'm looking at this position.
Right.
So automatically, the part that makes it crazy is that everybody knew exactly the type of mindset he was talking about when he made those descriptions.
Yeah. Well, there's a can't go back mentality of someone who has to make it because there aren't too
Many options.
many options, but you aren't from a 2-parent household.
Yeah.
So you're almost like the meal ticket. You're the man. Like, I have to be the man of the house. So I got to do anything it takes. That's what kind of makes it feel a little skeevy. And it kind of sounds like white coaches been saying it. To hear a black coach say it, it's kind of like, it sounds so great, Even if he feels like that, maybe he should be trying, and he is trying to break down those barriers, but to say it, I feel like he set it back a little bit more and made it more acceptable that quarterbacks can't come from a 2-family household. Black quarterbacks can't come from a 2-family household.
It's important. I want to say he came from a single family home.
Yeah.
I think it was just his mom's.
Yeah.
So I shoot him some bell with that because he might be talking about, because he was a dog on the field. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
yeah, Prime was
he
a
probably
dog.
like, yo, I'm kind of talking about myself in a sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
family.
It's a long time ago, though.
He grew up in Florida. Like
Yeah.
he grew up in Fort Myers. Like
Wow, yeah.
that ain't it ain't pretty down there.
Yeah. And the era he grew up in, well, he was playing, and you got to think about it. Even when you look at the U back in the 80s and early 90s, those were rough ball players coming from rough neighborhoods. Like, they
Everybody
was
was
dancing
rough
and
on
jiving, but they were rough.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that's the era he grew up in.
Absolutely.
So, but there's always exceptions to those stereotypes and stuff like that. Like we see it a lot.
Right.
I mean, but that's a stereotype.
I do feel what you're saying though about how it sounded. It's one of those situations where he's the only person that can get away with saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No other. I don't think a white coach can get away
he
with
couldn't
saying
say that. He couldn't say that.
and everything be okay. Just like that white. I don't know if y'all heard about that speed coach.
Yeah.
That I showed you that had said that racist remark, and he's working with all the big time football programs. He's talking in all. He's
Well, he was in the he was
he's a FBS speed coach. He works with like some of the top programs.
Saban, everybody. He was in.
He's working with all these dudes.
He was in his hotel
Georgia.
room talking shit.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw
and he
that.
was on the phone showing them a tree.
He was wilding.
I'll lynch you on the tree.
He was wilding.
You know, that's not okay when they say it. You
But
know
I
what
feel
mean?
like him and Prime had a conversation about it. Like if it just sounds like Prime was kind of shadowing his sentiments. I don't know.
I disagree because I'll tell you right now, as a coach, if I'm coaching a defensive lineman or I'm coaching a linebacker, I want somebody that's nasty and that's mean. Like, that doesn't mean that you have to have that household and that background, but I want somebody that's nasty and that's mean. When I have
So
a
you can't still re-roll your way out of.
No, listen. When I'm looking for a quarterback, I'm looking for somebody who's a little more poised, a little more calm, a little more even keel.
Right.
I don't want somebody who's super erratic.
Right.
I don't want somebody who's all over the place emotionally.
Right.
But I can handle that at defensive end. I can handle that person at a defensive tackle position.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Dominic Sue couldn't be a quarterback.
So I think what Prom was really just doing was painting a stereotype by he used the examples of giving you an example of a household to describe the mentality.
Yeah.
And I think where people went left with it was like, he's really talking about that kind of that kid that's coming from that household. You know what I mean?
From the video, from what I remember, he didn't mention color.
He didn't mention
Right.
color.
He
He didn't
never
mention
said
color.
nothing about
He
color.
didn't mention
Yeah, he
color.
didn't mention
No.
color.
He never
He didn't
said
mention color.
people. Everybody assuming he told.
But we know what color
alluded to it.
But we know what color plays certain positions.
right.
There are no white DNs. Like
Right.
homeboy,
Well, I'm saying-
Jared Allen, whatever. He retired a long time
J.J.
ago.
Watt.
JJ Watt. That's what I was gonna say.
Right,
JJ
Watt. Okay.
No, there's a few white
there's a few
defensive
whites.
ends that's balling.
Bosa.
Yeah, there's a
Bosa's a
few.
big-
There's a few
But
out
them
there.
Bosa boys got.
There's a
they
few
some
out there
dogs.
balling. There's a
Yeah, I
few
don't know
out
they got
there
that.
balling.
I don't know
But
they
you
got
know what?
that
Those
around.
Bosa boys that grew up in a household where it's like it's physical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think they didn't come from free lunch or anything.
Yeah, they didn't come free lunch.
So that's what I'm saying. I think he's just talking about the mentality
Right.
at that position. But I could see where see where it went left.
Yeah.
I can see where it went left. I can see where he might have alluded to certain things, but I think that's okay for him to say that. I think it's okay for him to be.
I think it would have been okay if he just kept it to himself. He could have kept that to himself.
After he left the black college, I'm on my business.
And you're like, yo, he's on Rich Eisen. He's on Rich Eisen's show. He's not on like.
no
you know
matter
what I
where
mean?
you at as a coach, if you leave, they're gonna be mad.
Yeah.
No matter
word,
where
for real.
if you're successful, if you leave, they're gonna be mad. It doesn't matter.
Because they want you to
Like,
stay and
They
win
want
with
you
them.
to stay and continue to win.
I mean,
they
right.
want you to stay. Like
It's not like I don't know how that feels.
Does every coach have their spot where they want to land, and that's where I want to end my career? Do you have that in your head? This is where I want to be, and this is where I want to land. If I get this job, I'm gonna be here forever, or it's always up.
It's a good question.
I feel like, like me, it depends on where you at in your career and your life.
Yeah,
Like, there's some young coaches who just want to just go up right away.
yeah,
So they become grad assistants in colleges. They do things like that. There's some people like me who just wanted a more stable lifestyle. So I decided to go to school locally and coach high school football. I could have gone and coached college, but my entire lifestyle would have been different.
Pop your collar, man.
I mean, no. It's just something I could have done. It's not nothing to pop my collar about. It's just I had opportunities to do that. But the thing is, I decided not to do it because I wanted to coach locally. But I do know some people who did do what I wanted to do, and they're successful now, coaching in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's guys who I was playing flag football with. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, I'm gonna go start off small. Started off right here in Staten Island at Wagner College. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now coaching in the NFL.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, Falcons.
You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on where you at. And
So
and what
almost
you wanna
like
do.
Prime's analogy almost goes for coaches who want to have a family and want to be stable can only do certain things, but coaches who got that dog in them is going to do whatever, can go anywhere.
No, I think he's just talking about the position.
Yeah, he's talking about the players. Like
He's just
different
talking about the
positions.
mentality at the position.
Okay.
And people who don't understand the game took it left.
Yeah.
My heart!
I mean,
thought that shot did me hard.
I was just. I mean, I was gonna say nothing. I was keeping quiet.
My man threw me a shot from close. Yo, you got the keys in there? Call me from in there. Respect.
Nah, yo. It's just but when I said it, it made more sense to you.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I say, like, people got to understand where he was coming from. He wasn't, I think he was generally talking about when he specifically specified the position and talked about the mentality of the child that he wants by describing his household. I think people took it as he's taking it, another way.
I think
I understand why after the whole black college thing, I could see why people wanted to take it left even more.
Relax.
Well,
no, no, no.
I'm letting you live.
I'm saying no. I'm saying
You're a guy.
you know when there's
I'm about to take a sip.
you know when there's certain things that you say as black people that you shouldn't say in front of other races. That's I think that was a comment that just like, yo, let's keep it in with us within our culture and not put it out there to that culture. You know what I mean? Because I get what he's saying, but it's like, all right, you don't go tell the white folks like, yo, this is how I recruit, and
Like, ooh. You got no father at the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna let him live.
No, but I'm just like, that's just like saying, like, do you say nigga in front of white people?
No,
nah.
that's weird.
It feels weird,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's weird.
So you're saying that because you wouldn't do that, he shouldn't have said what he said.
I think you could say that if you had a SWAC meeting with the coaches, you could say that, but you don't go on Rich Eisen's show and say that. You know what I mean?
You ain't
All the coaches at the SWAC conference,
Okay.
they could say that, but like you don't go on Rich Eisen's show and say that, like, because when the dude says, "What you mean by that?" He don't know.
He said
You
his
know what I mean?
feet
'Cause
right
he
up on
not
Whitey
of the
couch.
culture.
Yeah.
Put his
What's
feet
up?
up on
What-
Whitey
He don't
table
know
and
what
saying.
he's saying. We know what he's saying.
He just don't understand it.
Yeah.
But what's actually wrong about him saying that? What makes it wrong? That's the part I'm trying to figure out. You saying he shouldn't say it, but what about what he's saying makes it
All right.
wrong? That's the
We
part.
know as athletes, right?
Mhm.
We know that universities, colleges, they probably are somewhat predatory when it comes to these athletes, these top level, top flight athletes. They probably get way more out of the deal than the top recruits. Now, some people they might get their scholarship and they may get a degree. They might not go to the league. But then some of these other dudes, now things are changing right now as we speak. But before, it's like, yo, we're gonna make as much money off of you, and you're not gonna make a dime. You're gonna go and you'll make your money on the back end, right? But that's somewhat predatory, right? But then when you say shit like that, right, it's like it is some crash dummy shit. Because all right, you going out there, if you a DN, you a linebacker, whatever, that craziness is you risking your body. You're willing to probably kill yourself, catch a concussion, break your neck, get paralyzed in order to win the game or to get to the league, right? Because you know everything rides on that. And somebody who's just sitting there coaching you, they know that. They know that. Now, you can coach, right? You know the physical shit, but you also know the mental shit. You know this young nigga will do anything I say because he want to get to that league. If I tell him, I'll make sure you top 10 in the draft in 2 years.
Mom working Dollar Tree and he didn't see his pops.
Yeah. So
in 10 years.
you can take advantage of that. You can take advantage of that. You sell that kid a dream, and it might not even be selling him a dream. It's like, yo, I know you got the ability, but you're kind of being somewhat advantageous of his situation. And to let it out like that to another culture of people to show that you're willing to take that and use that against your own people, you should keep that to yourselves. That's all I'm saying, right? Because we know other cultures will do that. They may see us like that, but when you hear another dude of the culture to say, "I do the same shit," that's where I don't dig it like that.
I mean, we're talking about somebody who's saying, I'm going to give your child an opportunity to go to college for free.
But we talking about
And to
kids
get
that
a
could
degree.
probably go to 20 different colleges.
Right. That's most Power 5 talented
Yeah,
kids.
exactly.
You know what
So-
I'm saying?
So who's really given the opportunity?
Me, I say it's on the kid.
Right.
Because the kid is the one that's going to school. The kid is the one that's responsible for holding and keeping their scholarship and doing whatever they need to do. And then everybody's not going to the league.
No, I know that.
Yeah,
that's
that
what.
part.
That's
That
why.
part. That part.
That's why I made the comment
part.
of the top
Because
flight
you know why?
recruits.
Because we're going to talk about that, but let's talk about what else Prom said. Prom said, yo, out of 100% of my team, only 5% are going if they're lucky. I'm here for the other 95% because those are the ones who are going to be fathers. Those are the ones who are going to be uncles. Those are the ones who are going to be brothers. Those
Get
are the
them their
ones who are going to
education.
be contributing to the communities.
Right.
And those are the guys who I got to raise to be strong, good men.
I get it.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
my question is, are those the 3.3s, 2-family households, the 3.5 quarterbacks and
Not
and
necessarily.
offensive linemen,
Yeah.
or do the single family home dudes, do they go out and they flourish if they don't make it to the league, or do they go back to the hood, or they get caught up in some shit?
Now I think
Well,
Prom's going to take care of that 95%. Because the 95%, he wasn't just talking about defensive players. He was talking about the 95%.
But how is that on the coach?
It's not. I'm not saying. I'm not.
We gotta
No,
put some
my-
accountability on the kid.
What's on the
Because
kid? What's on the
because
kid?
he just what he just said was if a kid if a kid gets an opportunity to go play because he didn't come from he came from that not so good background and household.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying that he went to this school, didn't make it to the league, and then he decided
Remember
to
what
go
he
back
said
to
though.
the street.
Remember what he said, because we're not talking about a kid. He said he don't got to be that smart. So chances are he not banking on like, yo, if I don't get this, and if I don't get to the league, I'm gonna be an accountant or a lawyer. Nah, that's my only shot. And basically, he's saying that.
Because at that position, you don't have to be that smart to do what you need to do.
I get
His
it. I get
graduation
it.
rate
I
of players
think
is high
it's-
too.
Yeah,
And
like
he makes sure.
I hear what you're saying.
is.
I hear what you're saying.
Like,
I'm
But-
just saying, yo, bro.
I know what
all
you mean. I know
all
what you
I'm
mean.
saying is
I know
like,
what you
yo,
mean.
bro, like, all right, if a nigga's a crash dummy, don't say it in public. Keep it to yourself. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
kind of where I'm at.
That's all I'm saying. I'm like, yo,
For a
we
lot of
agree
people,
to
Prom
disagree.
can't do
I
no
get-
wrong.
I totally get what he's saying.
Prom can't do no wrong to a lot of people, and we gotta live with that.
Yo,
That's-
and that's
I gotta
the
live with
only.
it.
Like I said,
Agree
I'll
to
shoot him
disagree.
some bell because I think he was that guy. I think he had no other options.
Oh, no,
but
no, Prom was
playing
gonna
pro
make it no
sports,
matter
bro.
what. He gonna
Yeah, he's
rap.
gonna-
He gonna
yeah.
be entertainer.
Yeah, he's gonna
do everything. Like
Yeah.
he had the full package. He was gonna do it.
Yeah.
He was gonna be prime anywhere you put him. He was gonna.
He had
make
that
it
soul
out.
glow in his head.
Right. Yeah. What?
That
Yeah.
soul glow.
Man. Yeah, man.
Yo,
But,
look,
yo,
there's certain topics that we're just not gonna agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
of course not. Of course
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I mean, but everyone's opinions is hurt.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's about the kids.
I mean, I look at it like this. Like,
for the baby.
I
right?
mean, no, I'll be honest with you. Like these college these coaches, college and NFL, they don't. Majority of the time, you're not going to hear the most exciting and beautiful things about them. They're not going to tell you what you want to hear a lot of the times. And I'm so used to that.
Okay.
As a coach,
Right.
and hearing it so many, throughout the
Harsh
years,
reality.
where it's just
you
it's
hear
just
the private
real-
conversations,
Yeah,
probably.
like we're just he just in my mind, I'm looking at it. He's just keeping it a buck. Like he's just keeping it a buck, and I get what you're saying. Like maybe it probably shouldn't have been, aired out the way, or maybe it should have been for a different platform.
Right.
I can understand that.
I got one more thing I want to talk about too. DC Young Fly's wife passed this week.
Yeah. Rest in peace to her.
Rest in peace to her. Going to get a mommy makeover.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those things that young dude on his way up, his life partner with 3 kids, died trying to get cosmetic surgery. You guys working in the field of athletic and training and stuff like that. Is it attainable? Is that body type attainable with working out? That's a crazy question.
Like,
That's a crazy.
like in Colombia,
There's nothing you can do, right?
Like
There's nothing you can do.
no.
It's nothing. There's physically nothing you could do. You can't get that waist ass ratio by working out.
No, you saying can you get it by working out?
Close to it.
That's tough, man,
It is
because
tough.
you have some females just blessed like
There's
that.
nothing you
right.
can do with the breast of the breast. Like
Yeah, breast to the breast.
you either gonna,
Breast to
they're never
breast.
gonna
Yeah,
grow.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
nothing
Breast
you
to
can
the
do.
best.
Yeah.
Right.
That's yeah, you gotta get some enhancements.
And that's
I
the rough
think so.
part about
like,
it.
yeah, like, you can look amazing with just doing a regular, go to the gym, or you can even get like those rub downs where they try to shape you out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But to get those ratios and those island curves,
I don't think they're realistic a lot of times.
they're not.
You think they're natural women that like the women that are naturally built the way these women are trying to augment their bodies?
Yeah.
I don't know if they really exist. I think they're trying to get like an AI
Yeah, they
body.
do. They just don't have. They just don't
Yeah,
look
they
that
don't
pretty.
have-
In Africa,
Them
yeah,
women
in
with
Africa,
this,
They're not
I
your
don't
most
think I
attractive
see.
female.
No,
They
they're
exist.
dudes.
They're just not the most attractive.
Long time ago, long
Like
time
you'll
ago.
see, you'll look
before
at the
the
body
ankles
and
swell
say,
Before-
okay, that body's nice, and then
before
she
the
turn around,
before.
and you're like, nah, I'm good.
Right.
Nah, honestly, those, yeah,
Eating right.
you gotta
strict diet,
you
workout
gotta get some work.
routine. There's nothing you got.
That's
You
not
got to
No,
gonna
get.
because when you go
happen,
to
though.
like Harlem or the Bronx, you see these donyas are like 60 years old. Look. Let me stop.
Keep on doing, Playboy. Yeah, man. We want to talk to you a little bit, man. I want to talk to you, man. We'll talk to you a little bit, man. What's up, man? How the streets, man? The streets is good.
Which streets? There's different streets out here.
The safe streets. Everything's good.
Yeah, everything's good. This is a blessing. You know what I mean? It's like-
You're a single man, booming business, everything rocking. Is marriage eventually the goal?
Absolutely. I want a bunch of thick eyebrow onyxes running around.
Right.
It is, that's the ultimate goal. How you want to be remembered is what you leave behind.
Right.
See what I'm saying? What you leave
Yeah,
behind
absolutely.
is your kids.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's the most
Yeah,
important
yeah.
part. You know what I mean? So even though I'm
You think your biological clock is ticking?
nah, bro, I'm good, baby. I'm good. I'm in the gym, take all my water, my vitamins.
Al
You know what I
Pacino,
mean?
what? It was
I
82 when he dropped something, right?
All right, so how long is your? Do you feel like, all right, I'm not gonna have kids after this age?
I don't know. I'm probably gonna be one of those old Puerto Rican men with like a 5-year-old, bro. That
shit is hard, bro.
Playing stickball, right?
It's
But I
hard,
got
bro.
brothers and I got, you know what I mean? I got help.
See, the one thing y'all got to understand about Hispanic families, and I know because I'm married into one, okay?
Shout out to Mal.
Yes.
Word.
They take care of their
Mama.
kids. They take care of their family. They take care of their own. So that kid is going to be good, like, no matter what. No matter, like,
Gotcha.
that's just how they do. Like, that's just how they do. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
'cause
saying?
even with-
Shout out
even-
to the Latino families.
He's right, because even with, what we got going on with Speed Island, because we work, 7 days a week.
Right.
My parents was like, yo, Onyx, you got the baby. We take care of him. Do what you got to do.
Right, right, Bill.
That's just how it is.
Bill,
You
yeah.
make the bread, we got you. But, of course I want to be in my child's life and stuff like that. So, but that's the goal. But it's, also with that being said, it's like, there's certain points in your life where God's going to put something, well, he's going to give you an opportunity that you got to capitalize on. That could really, set you apart from everybody else and set you forward financially or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Moving forward. So that's where I'm at right now, where I'm like, yo, I got to give everything into
It's the
this.
time. Yeah.
It's my time
It's
right
time
now.
to eat.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody had their time.
Word.
Their time is over.
Are you have
Talk
you
that
have you
shit.
ever
Say it one more time.
reflected?
Huh?
Have you ever?
You get me started.
Time, man. Say it one more time, man.
They
This time is over, man.
Their time is over.
That old school
I'm
shit.
tired of being nice.
Yeah, man.
I'm going after
nice.
every.
Niggas
I'm
hating.
not nice no more. I'm going.
Not nice.
I'm going after everything that I want to go after.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, there's been a lot of talk and a lot of things in the past that, you know what?
Sucking niggas.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Come on, nigga. Talk about it.
I'm like, you try to do right. Yo,
He said he wants some respect on his name.
I don't know what
yo, you know what? I don't even got to talk about my respect
Word.
because what we're doing, it's respectable on another level. And I really don't care what the streets at home are talking because they don't matter. What matters are the kids that we are mentoring and training. You see what I'm saying? And the people that are talking, no one's going to remember their name. They're going to remember my name, though. They're going to remember Coach's name. They're going to remember Speed Island's name. Right. And why?
Facts.
Because it's not about us. It's about what we're doing to impact the community.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Bigger than us.
And I've been in situations where it's like, yo, you're doing too much, OX. You're doing this, you're doing that. These kids, I'm not about that. And that's why we flourish. And that's why we've been flourishing. You know what I mean? Because it was never about us. It was about the kids. Yeah, these kids are different than how we grew up.
Yeah.
But you got to change with the time and trying to find a way to get to these kids to being the best person, the best player that they could be. So I really don't care what people are saying because what's going on now, everybody's listening. We shot our first commercial the other day.
Congrats.
Appreciate it.
Big time.
You know,
Big time.
I got invited to the Olympic Training Center in California. They chose
time.
25
Big time.
coaches across the country.
Mm-hmm.
Across the country, in the Caribbean, and out of 25 coaches, I was one of the ones that got in.
Let's go.
Go time. We moving.
You know what I mean?
We
So-
moving.
Congrats.
And I'm a firm believer that God does things for a reason. So I've always tried to do the right thing, and I always stay true to my heart, regardless of what's being said. And because I've always done that and moved like that, God put me in a place where Speed Island is at right now.
That's what's up.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
So we got over 100 athletes.
Wow.
Yeah, we
That's
got
a
over-
roster.
Exactly.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like we got something with Long Island football where all the All-Star games we're providing all the undergarments under the pads.
That's what's up.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
We're involved in all those circles.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good things. We're getting invited to, private schools in Connecticut.
Yeah. A lot of building.
Exactly. So when I say that, for me personally, like I earn this, you know what I mean? I earn it. And no matter what people say, they're mad because no matter what they say you're due, they can't tarnish the name. Speed Island is bigger than Lakeview. Speed Island is bigger than Long Island. This is statewide, and it's going to Connecticut and Jersey.
That's what's
But I don't forget my roots.
Right.
All my athletes know Ron James' names, Coach Britt's name. They know where it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, I really don't care what the streets are saying
That's what's up.
because it ain't about them.
That's what's up.
Talk your talk.
Yeah, man.
That's what we got, man. Yeah, man.
All right, so let the people know where they can find you guys. How they can find you.
So on Instagram, it's speed_island. Twitter is Coach Salva. That's 2 ways. And then we're working on a website currently. You know, we just opened up Speed Island in January. So everything just kind of took fire very quickly. So like I said, within what?
Or just in January?
Yeah.
I assume y'all was open for a while.
That's kind
Like,
of crazy.
I didn't know it was
Nah.
that
I'm
recent.
thinking at least
Yeah.
like,
Wow.
wow. All right.
And,
So
what's
just-
crazy is like we got coaches from all these schools coming to our facility to see what we're doing, and they're like, "Oh, nah, we got to send more of our kids to you."
Got you.
And then we're talking about
Good relationships.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, and we look out where we can, we do the right thing, and it's just like, yeah, we got something special.
The dopest part about what we do, and I've witnessed it a few times before, you know, you guys go ahead. The fact that public, Catholic school, everybody gets to train together. When we were in high school, we never got to train with other schools before and the other talent from other schools. Like you never got to train with the nicest person at Roosevelt or the nicest person at Floral Park or the nicest person at Sewanaka or Elmont.
Rubbing
You just-
shoulders.
you never got to work with them or Holy Trinity or Chaminade or Kellenberg. I never got to train with none of those dudes, and I know they was good,
Right.
Because they were winning. They were doing successful things. The only thing we were lucky enough to be able to go and train with Freeport back in the day, and that was because they opened up their weight room to us with open arms.
Right.
Just him and I. We took the N15 to the N4. You know what I'm saying? They opened up their weight room to us, but other than that. Like, we never had this kind of opportunity. So, like, I really saw it the other night, like, when you just saw everybody together. I really think the energy
Different
was
schools,
so crazy.
different
Yeah.
places, different-
Like,
Yeah.
you from
It's
everywhere.
almost like an AAU.
It's crazy
Yeah, that's
because
dope.
it's from
Like-
all sports.
Yeah.
They all play different sports.
Yeah.
They all
Creme de
do
la
something.
creme. Everybody
yeah.
rubbing shoulders.
You got Holy
Talking.
Trinity, St. Anthony,
Yeah.
Chaminade,
Yeah.
Kellenberg,
E-Hall.
E-Hall.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just everybody. They had little individuals from different Valley Stream Central, Elmont.
Yeah.
Just different people from different schools.
Nicest
like,
of the nicest.
and they all there together. Like,
Yeah,
And
and it's
it
like
was
a
a
pride
vibe.
thing. It's a pride thing too with them.
Yeah, it's
like there
cool.
was one big group session we had about like 2 months ago, and it was with all the top football recruits, right? And one individual was just like, "Hey, I hope you guys aren't here for the cameras because we working here at Speed Island." He goes, "Hey, yo, coach, if they're not here trying to get work, they gotta get out."
Let's go.
And it was just like, it set the tone for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
But what happened with that though is that everybody was practicing at 110%.
Yeah.
They was going after it, and it was all love though,
And that's what really matters.
and that's what mattered.
It's the athleticism, the sharpness.
Yeah, and it's
the
a pride.
Who's
now.
best? Like,
Yeah.
I want to be the best at Speed Island.
Yes, that's what it is now.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
that's
It's effort.
What it is at the end of the day.
all effort,
Like, I
man.
want to be the top Speed Island athlete.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
that's gonna mean I'm the best athlete. You know.
Yeah, yeah, right. It's a pride. It's a pride,
Yeah.
thing, and it's like we just sit back and then we seen it develop.
Yeah.
It's like when you come in here, and they'll talk to the new kids sometimes. Like, look, when you come in here, it ain't about no BS, and it's just like, all right, that's what you want.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like
Built the culture already. Yeah.
that's what it is. It's the culture, and it's kind of like back in the day we had Strong Island, but now we got Speed Island. It was a
about it.
cultural thing.
Talk about it.
So like, and we're doing different things. Like we got these bags that, we had to order like 122 bags. So if you're a part of Speed Island, you get this backpack, and it's a unique backpack because you could customize it to your school. You know what I mean? Yeah. So every time you see someone with a backpack, you're like, oh, that's Speed Island over there. All right. So anybody else coming in, how do I get a bag? Well, you got to earn it. You got to be here for 3 months.
That's it.
So it's a pride thing. So when you get your bag, you're like, nah, I earned my bag.
Yeah.
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 It is marketing and promotion though too.
Yeah. Yo, we can fly bag too. Like, it's the bag, it's the backpack, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Put your shoes in, all that.
Yeah.
Fly shit. Yeah.
So
yeah.
and what's
What's up?
good about the other part about Speed Islands that I love is that everyone's fam. Like Coach and I, we have conversations, and the thing with me, like if I know you're not coming from a genuine place, I'm not listening to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, with him, he'll be like, "Yo, Vasquez, yo, you gotta look at this, you gotta look," and it's coming from a good place, and I'm like, "Oh, you know," so there's no ego amongst the coaching staff at all. You know, so and we get into deep conversations, and it's like, all right, but it makes us better, and it makes the Speed Island, experience a lot better too.
Absolutely.
So
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Thank y'all for coming out, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Nah, likewise.
Anytime, man.
Love
Our
what
doors
y'all
is
doing.
open.
Love what y'all doing over
Thank
there.
you,
Yeah,
man.
man.
It's
We
good.
Like
appreciate
our
you
side
being here.
boys, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We got a sponsor tonight, right?
L&K Kitchen.
We got peanut butter.
This going in the fridge, though. This going in the fridge.
Peanut butter in the kitchen, peanut butter in the
gotta go
refrigerator.
You gotta go in the
We
fridge.
got pasteurized sea moss gel by L&K's Kitchen.
So if you're into training
Yeah.
and you're into your health,
Mm-hmm.
this is where it's at right here.
It supports weight loss,
Need that
joint
sea
health, immune booster, supports healthy blood pressure, helps libido, supports thyroid health, supports muscle and energy recovery, 93 minerals, and supports gut health. These are all things that are very important. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Great for mixing in smoothies, gravies for food, coffee, tea, salad dressing. Sea moss drinks are perfect in a punchy drink. It's a beautiful
man.
thing.
Man,
Shout out to my boy, man.
I've been looking for it.
Right, yeah.
I've
He
been
did
looking
ask me,
for
he
it.
did,
Yeah.
yeah. Packaging is beautiful.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? It's the first time I'm getting it in the hand. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks amazing.
Yeah, show that label.
Shout out to L&K.
Yeah,
Alright.
man, get your sea moss. Yo, health is real. Nutrition is real.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
Yeah, man. We're gonna drink, we're gonna smoke on Fridays, but yo, we're gonna drink. You know what I mean? We're gonna get right
Take
too.
your CMOS in the morning.
Absolutely. Get back to it.
We got the information on that?
Okay, so the drink. At L&K's Kitchen. So this Jefferson's Pritchard Hall. What you think about it?
I like it.
I like it too.
I like it.
I like it too. Very smooth.
It's just us hitting it and
Yeah. We working on
The
it.
bottle
We working on
on.
it. Smoking section is smoking.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Enjoying the party.
Yeah, man.
What you get on the nose of it? What you get on the nose?
I thought it was this is a bourbon. Yeah, it is a bourbon. I did get the Cabernet.
Right.
Yeah, man. 'Cause
Heavy.
You said it. It's been. I remember the spill that.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And I got that. Soon as I sipped on it.
Absolutely.
Yo, soon as I sipped on it, I could taste
Almost
it.
like a sherry cask, but
Yeah. And the good thing about it is that it's so smooth that some whiskeys will have a bite where you can't get all the notes. You got to wait till it mellows out in order for you to get all the notes.
Yeah.
This shit is so smooth that
Yeah.
you got it right away.
it sat for a year in that cask too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he did his thing. Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that Jefferson's Reserve,
Highly
Richard
recommended.
Hill Cabernet Cash Finish.
Yeah,
Pick it up at your local wine and spirits, man.
absolutely.
For real. All right.
Yeah, man.
Again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Cigars and Whiskey.
Yeah.
Again, check out our guys, Speed Island, L&K Kitchen. All right. If you don't follow us on social media, please do. Instagram at Cigars Whiskey, Cigars with an S, Whiskey. If you have any questions, any comments, any recommendations, you want to recommend a cigar, a spirit, or even a topic, hit us up. All right. Shoot us over an email if you have a product or service and you want to sponsor a show. It's podcast@cigarswhiskey.com. Again, podcast@cigarswhiskey.com. If you like the show and you like the content that we're putting out and you want to show your support, you can do that via Cash App. It's the same as the Instagram, Cigars Whiskey, Cigars with an S, Whiskey. All right. And with that, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.